Hello, everyone. So, as promised, I'm going to be uploading more frequently to this Rants channel. And this first video that I've uploaded in a while is going to be about E3, specifically the trailer for Hitman Absolution. Now, the trailer, and it's in the description box, and you have to check it out before you can understand the context of what I'm explaining here in this video. The trailer is in the description box, and it depicts the protagonist in Hitman starting out washing some wounds or something like that. He's in a hotel room. He's washing some wounds that are bleeding, and then it pans out to a group of nuns, which are rather shapely females. You can tell by the tight fitting nun outfits, so to speak, and they're approaching the hotel, and then it pans to them all wearing high heels and all this kind of stuff, and it makes it clear that these women are assassins after they pull out weapons that would befit a small army, including a rocket launcher. And so they're approaching the hotel that the protagonist of Hitman is in, and they blast it with a rocket launcher. Hitman, the main character of Hitman, somehow got out or somehow knew this attack was coming, and so while the nuns, who have already disrobed from their habit, I think it's called the nun's habit garb or whatever, they already disrobed to reveal tight fitting outfits and all that kind of stuff. So this is clearly a commercial where women are sexualized, and I have no problem with that. So after they blast the hotel room with a rocket, it ends up that the main character of Hitman foresaw their attack and was actually behind them in the parking lot, and so he attacks them and brutally kills them and murders them. It's a group of like seven women, so he's strangling one of them, he shoots another, and so on and so forth. It's extreme violence, and so of course the depiction of women being killed in video games has started a furor in the feminist video game community. These people that are constantly making their push into video games and dictating to everybody else how video games should advertise to their main, advertising base, which are single males, of course, and men of all stripes. It's not just single males, but for the most part, it's single males. I believe that's the highest demographic, and so this has enraged people across the video game blogosphere, and they're typing all types of feminist-minded articles about how this is misogynistic, this is the sexualization of violence and women. It's violence fetish and all this kind of stuff, and they're complaining about it. They're saying that this is disturbing, that it's misogynistic, that it's violence against women. What does this have to do with the game? So on and so forth. And it just shows that still in this society, we have hypocrites like these people that make it their business to bitch about violence when, for example, it's leveled against women, but the hordes and hordes and hordes of men that are slaughtered in these video games apparently just don't matter. I mean, if this was Hitman killing a bunch of and in these games, they're all sexualized as well. I mean, these men have the physique of Arnold Schwarzenegger in games like Gears of War or various other games. All of these men have these incredible physiques that are pretty much impossible to achieve, even on steroids in real life in the bodybuilding communities, in the bodybuilding industry. You can't even achieve these physiques that these video game characters have. It's not humanly possible, at least at this point, as far as technology goes. You can't even take supplements, illegal supplements, to attain the physiques that these characters have. And so, if Hitman was depicted killing these people, you wouldn't see any furor. You wouldn't see any. It's misandry. It's a fetish. It's violence fetish for the killing and over sexualization of men. You would never hear something like this, and this is why I want to bring this kind of thing up. I think it's important to continue to bring this kind of thing up. It shows you that society isn't quite ready to, although they want access to the video game world. Women, they want to be treated as equals when it benefits them. But when we have a commercial depicting women being treated equally, meaning that if this was a bunch of men being killed by the protagonist in Hitman, as he should. I mean, this is essentially a commercial that breaks down to self-defense. A bunch of people, in this case women, are coming to kill him, and so he acts in a way that allows him to continue living by killing all of the people that are trying to murder him. And so it just shows you that these people aren't quite ready to accept violence against women, although they want to be treated as equals within this video game industry. They want to be portrayed equally when it comes to characters of substance, and they want equal character development time, and they want equal this and equal that. But when they show them getting killed, when they show groups of women getting killed in one fell swoop, then that's a problem. This is how these people operate. They want to crush everything beautiful in the video game industry. And no, I'm not saying that violence against women is beautiful. I'm saying that this creative act of self-defense was something that talks to the technical achievement that has been going on in this video game industry. That's something like this couldn't even have been imagined. So a video game sequence, a CGI sequence of such fluidity. It looks convincing, looks real. The characters move realistically. All this kind of thing. This couldn't have been imagined 20 years ago. So it speaks to the technical achievement. How far we've come in the video game industry, and these people hate it because it touches on a very taboo subject for them, which is violence against women. But when you ask for equality, you get equality. Women are going to be treated exactly the same, and that means that now it's okay, considering that women are equal in this society, to depict them being graphically murdered, just like men are depicted being graphically murdered in these video games. It's not a question of whether or not women are being exploited. Violence is in these type of video games is something that is a fact. It's gonna happen. Why is it okay when it happens to men and not okay when it happens to women? Is there a sexual connotation to it? Sure. So what? So what? We're talking about a pretend world here, a fictional world. This is why these people really need to be ousted from the video game community, because they insist on telling others, video game companies, how they should market their video games. And this is just going to this is going to lead to a drop in quality in the video game industry, a drop in quality of content, because when these video game companies putting out these games feel this pressure, this feminist pressure that is being exerted upon them, they're going to they're going to have to cave to some degree to the censorship that these feminists are exacting on them. And whenever you exert censorship into a creative process, the quality of that creation will inevitably drop. This is how these people operate. They everything they touch goes to shit. But anyway, I have two blogs posted in the description box of these people making, this big deal about misogyny and so on and so forth. I think it's time these people are portrayed as exactly what they are. A bunch of people that contribute nothing to the creative process of video gaming, but insist on nitpicking every possible perceived slight of misogyny and so on and so forth. It's just nonsense, and these people need to be called out. That's all I really got to say for now.